There. Okay. That's kind of it. All
Yeah,
right.
that works.
All right. John Jack can't make up his name, McCaig, with Michael Fathauer.
Hello. It's great
Uh,
to be here. Thanks.
yeah. Michael's back from pilgrimage and want to speak on that, whatever is on his mind. Good to have him. Thanks for coming. There's some other people that got back, and they had their experiences too. I named this one "Freedom." This show "Freedom" because is freedom real? First of all, no. I mean, Paulette is here. Greetings, John and Michael, and all joining. What a glorious day! Hey, Paulette. God bless you. We Alan is here. Happy day, John and Mike. God bless you both. And all here. Cheer, Bible, praise Jesus Christ. Thank God.
Hey, Alan and Pauletta.
Uh, I looked into the views on Pauletta's like million view thing, and there were 78 organic views, and I paid for the rest. So there were 78 organic views. Just, and paying for whatever, almost a million. Even though paid for that many, organic views, 78. So that's the state of operations here. We're so the issue of freedom. Uh, Pamela's here. Happy day, everybody. Hey, Pamela. Good to have you all. What a family, you all. I gotta say, like these days, without your support, I wouldn't be surviving. I just wouldn't be because they're not making me available out there. Hey, George, good to have you. So I appreciate your support. I can't tell you how much. And the Afro Man thing came up again. There's a lot of things to talk about this week. It's funny. Um, First of all, freedom. I think it comes down to this concept of freedom. Mayor Baba would say real freedom, which means like you meet with God. Um, but really, is there any freedom? No, no, there's no freedom. Like you're under the devil, you didn't know it, and then you got under God. Well, that's not freedom. And plus, what does freedom mean? Let's just wait a second. There's a whole free dome. Of course, you're stuck in the dome, so you're not out of the dome, obviously. But freedom from what? Freedom from God? You know what I mean? Like that's their thing. That's their story. But they're not free from God. They work for God. So Sony's here. Good day. Hey John, Michael, everyone here. Good to have you,
Hey,
Sony.
Sony.
Gina. Oh, it's not Frank and Gina anymore. Wait a second. Greetings, all Jay. Frank and Gina. Oh, it is Frank and Gina. Okay, good. Easy. Stop with your own identity there, Gina. No, I'm kidding. No, it's good to have you. You got to make jokes about this situation. That's what this thing is about this week is about, don't worry, be happy, and God will do the rest after you do your best. So Reese is here, all right. Reese in the house. He's helping fix up the house. Thank you, Reese, for coming. I appreciate it. Fantastic. So freedom for God, like how? No, the whole goal is to get back to God, even if you didn't know it. Later, you learn it, and you weren't free to begin with. The courts are fake. The slavery's real. Reagan is here. All right, Reagan. Thank you for joining. All right. So, just American freedom. I mean, we're going to liberate what? Venezuela, the largest oil reserves in the world. And the good news is American companies are interested in selling your oil. So we're gonna get you jobs down there. It's like, how is that freedom? Help me how they get here. Well, the head of the country is not going to take all the oil money anymore. It's like, so, but Exxon is. But isn't that to the people, isn't that exactly the same? What's the difference? Like, I don't get it. So no, there's no freedom. There's not going to be any freedom handed out ever. You could change your slavery. That's what you could do to get out of here, you know? God lets you on 2 rules, right? Love God and, love your brothers and sisters. I'll leave the rest to you. That's a lot more leeway, but, you know what's up with God, so you wanna make God happy, so you're like, "I God, you're gonna get me out of here, right, God?" Like, that's the team slogan. Team slogan, "Get me out of here." Uh Uh, oh, is this Jay? Oh, newbie. Jay Cool, newbie found you through Martin. Fantastic. Good to have you here. Uh, Anything on your mind, Jay Cool, just throw it out. J and J. We got 2 J's, what? Uh, Excellent. J J.
Mockingjay.
JJ. That's my initials, JD, so that's good. Uh, hey, big bike. Oops. Anyway, so we, the concept of freedom, the trust makes it so you can perform your duty as a Christian. Hey, I signed up under Acts 5 and here's everything back, God. And so now bring me home. Okay, is that's how you need to get a ticket up in here? Give everything back. How much is the ticket to get back to God? Everything. Okay, here it is. In the trust. Okay. There you go. So that's the solution, but then you have to you have to do the same. Uh which includes, let's just go down the list. Actually, let's go to the top of the list. Problems. You have to give your worries to God. You have to do your best, but you also, like, I get so pissed off that, like, they're just making me so invisible out there. Can't get students. I'm spending so much money. It's horrible how they do this to me cyclically. They always pick new patterns, new ways for me and Tammy, so much work for Tammy to overcome and have us visible at all out there. So many years of doing this, so many times. Guy picked Afroman's story because Afroman is just not even home. Cops come by, bust out his door with a no-knock warrant because an informant said, "Oh my God, he's kidnapping people. He's got tons of weed. Go get him." Just some informant. So the cops go over there, smash his doors and check everything, including the safes. And he has like, they never said how much weed, that's how much what he like they found a joint or something. They have like no weed and a few, like a few $1,000s. That's it. And he got it from doing a show. It was in his like tux from doing a show, like his stage outfit. That's all they searched the whole place, and he's watching on the security cameras, right? And so, eventually, like, they didn't press charges on him, nothing, but they smashed down his door, stole his shit, and all this. And so he gets on Facebook with like Facebook, right? With the guy in there, the cop smashing up the place and about to leave. He's on Facebook with him at the end, and he's like, so what are you gonna do about the door? You know what I'm saying? Like, you broke my gate to my house, which was like, they're expensive, busted down a double door, uh, outdoor doors, expensive again. And so then he's like, "Hey, what can you do?" And the guy's like, "Oh, we're not required to do that." And that just was like the straw that broke Afro Man's afro. So and he's like, "I'm gonna make fun of you all in songs, due to you not helping out with the money, taking up all his time, like scared the shit out of everyone who was there, and all that stuff." And so he makes a couple videos about it, and so they get pissed off, the cops, you know, and they sue Afroman. Like Afroman, every time they mess with Afroman, Afroman's views go to the millions. And so he's like, well, I didn't do this, but he keeps making more songs and stuff and get more views. And every time they come back at him, he goes from like local phenom, you know what I mean? Oh my God, and his own crowd, like, yes, Afroman, fight the man, free speech, all that. And then it goes lately, So they sue him, the cops, because they're like, you made fun of us and people are laughing at us. Like, that's the whole basis of their case. And then he goes viral again. You know what I mean? He's like, I didn't even do this. He's like, they're suing me. First of all, he doesn't sue them. You follow me? He doesn't get pissed off enough to sue them. He makes some songs about it. Okay. They sue him for coming to his place, smashing it up and stealing his money, and they're suing him. They made fun of us. So he's viral again. And so now I kid you not, they are appealing. The cops are appealing. He's like laughing. He's like, and so they're appealing. He's like, every time they do something, I go viral. He said, I wouldn't do this if they had just apologized, fixed my door, and that's the end of it. He's like, pencils have two ends. An eraser. If they had fixed their mistake, it's all good. But they did it. So anyway, it's just there's a deeper lesson in this that I wanted to take advantage of. And that is, if you look at my situation, I'm not a comic rap entertainer. I'm a writer, I'm a front man, and I am a performer, right? So there's a lot of similarities over there with Afroman and me in certain ways. Uh, I got everything stolen from me, found out we're slaves. I've just been coming after them for 15 years. I understand Afroman say, like, if you all would quit, you wouldn't make me viral. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't do it. It's your fault every single time. And so that's why I want to, share my situation and see how, it could enter into your situation. Like, they keep coming after me. I can't have people come to the website from YouTube. They keep making me more invisible. The more money I spend, I have to raise price. I hate raising prices. I'm not making more money from when I started with this trust. I'm not. I'm making less money now. It's horrible. And I want Tammy to be properly compensated. Sorry for oh my God, the work she has to do, because every time a more difficult situation comes down the pike and they hide us, Tammy and I have to figure out a solution to it, and of course I'm praying to God the whole time, not just for her to answer, but to murder him and everything, like, that's all I'm doing. So, and I heard some good stuff today from God, and I'm sure I'll hear it more. But I will tell you, every time they mess with me, Tammy does overcome it. I do overcome it. We do see a way through it. It is difficult. We get down to threadbare nothing around here as we're paying for students to be in this school. Eventually, so far in the past, we have overcome this. Right now, it's like, break even time. It's horrible. It's horrible what they do to us. I have some inklings on what to do. I'm not going to share them because they'll immediately put something in place to block them. But the point is, I'll do it. They'll go, hey, it's, the victim becomes like, hey, shut them down again. They constantly put up a roadblock for us, an illegal one, an unfair one. Don't treat us in any way like anyone else. And so we have to get around it to stay alive, to eat, to exist, to get paid. So to Google and Meta and the devil and everyone aligned with them, I just want to say thank you. Thank you, because God is going to back me, not you. Not you. God is going to tell me what to do. And guess what I'm going to do as a performer? I'm going to do it. So you're going to get screwed again, just in advance. Just in advance, I'm just telling you. Just like these idiot sheriffs making Afroman get paid. He's like, thanks for getting me paid. And that's the message behind Liberty Aid Academy, too. Don't let them get you down. Take their money. Their money, right? They're trying to take your home, your money, your life, mess up your family, mess with your head. mess with your time, put you in a cage, put a gun to your head, threaten you, on and on and on and on. They never end with the slavery of us and the way they treat us, right? Getting upset with it, being pissed off with it, natural response, natural response. Take their money. Take their money. First thing, take their money. First thing, take their money. Last thing, take their money. Last thing, take their money. Last thing, take their money. Their reputation, too. Always initiate, every interaction when it escalates with the wife. If they have a wife, go straight to the wife. Always emails, phone calls, in person. How you doing? This is what your husband is up to. Guess what? Like an Afro-Man, they get divorced or they do what the wife says. In the Afro-Man case, they get divorced. They don't listen to the wife. They don't moderate. They just full steam ahead. One thing that Afro-Man said, which I thought was really good, was if you're driving and you're going in the wrong direction, the further you go in the wrong direction, just the more you're going to have to turn around and come back and drive back. He's like, the thing is for them, they're going to have to listen to my songs the rest of their life. Like when life gives you lemons, he made lemon pound cake. He's got a platinum rap against it. Completely evil with video footage, cameras in his house, flipping him off in his house. The cops and then they get on the stand and they say and say, "Oh, this is why I got divorced." Afro-Man has up like the ex-wife is like, "No, that's not why we got divorced at all." They look so stupid because they are. Our opponents in this game are never, they're not intelligent. The devil is not intelligent. Z is not intelligent. They have information we don't have. They can read minds, they have abilities, they have powers, but are they more intelligent? No. Think of it. The super pretty young girl is usually pretty stupid because they don't have to learn anything. They just get everything handed to them. Maybe they're smart. They don't have to be. They don't have to be intelligent. They get their whole life handed to them. Don't have to do anything. Same with the cops. We have a gun. We just do whatever we want down here. What? They like, they're married to convicted pedophiles and convicted felons of all kinds, and not just like they had weed or something. No, all these heinous crimes. Like all the families, all the cops. It's unreal what they're up to down there. And all he did was make some rap songs about them. So I know that evil things have happened to everyone in here. You wouldn't be in here. You wouldn't be alive if the cops haven't taken advantage of you, but they've done it worse to some others, And the only message that government has is you're our slave. Ultimately, that's, make America great again. Get in line, slaves, do what we say. That's it. Take their money. We have to pay for everything in money, right? That's not our game. That's not our game. That's their game. There's plenty of food for everyone. There's plenty of houses. There's plenty of everything. They don't have to play this. We owe debt, but God has decreed this is the game. Not me, not you, not the ones, putting their boot on our neck. No, this is God's game. So you got to win it. You got to feed yourself, feed your family, do the things that are legal to do. Okay. You're a slave. Simple. Of the idiots that sold their souls to the devil. And they're the ones that are in charge. The completely soulless and heartless morons that think going with the devil is a good idea. All of them are like the unfortunate, people that didn't get a full deck coming in here. You know what I mean? All the people on a spectrum, on a rainbow, whatever, those people, that's God's fault. These idiot cops and stuff like that with the guns and out there and everything, look in the mirror. Hey, don't do what's wrong. There's a list. Don't murder. Don't like all the. Why are you doing the whole list? The Old Testament list. Y'all do it all. To us, to everyone. That's our life. That's my life. So I thank you. Uh, thank God. Like it's like the Bhagavad Gita, right? Uh, Arjuna's gets Krishna, and his opposition gets everything in the world. And Arjuna's like, "Oh, you messed up." Same with Krishna. Oh, you shouldn't have done that. Same with me. You shouldn't do that. You shouldn't do these things. And you don't stop. There's never an apology. There's never, hey, sorry, we stole your home, ruined your life, destroyed your children's life. Never, nothing. They're never wrong. So there's no remorse on our end. There's just teaching them a lesson with God's help. That's all there is. And getting paid in the process. That's what people understand here. That's what we have to cover the basic needs. I'm an accountant for a reason. Like, it's the way it's like, y'all are stealing everything. I don't need to be an accountant to do that, to know that, but I need to be an accountant to figure out how you're stealing everything. All right. Let me look at the comments for a minute. Mike is here. He's going to talk about the pilgrimage. Sorry about that. Let's see. Jason, hey, everybody. Good to have you, Jason. Gina, big crybabies. Thank you. The Predators are like, you made a rap song when we were stealing your stuff and destroying your house, man. God dang. You're laughing at us. Oh, my God. You really?
Their image is really important.
And it's not going well. You know what I mean? Like, they should not have been in charge of their image. It's like, you all look like exactly what the camera footage and what Afroman is saying, like, and we've all experienced, like, no change on your end. You just look like yourselves. But I really need that lemon pound cake recipe. That's what I'm talking about. That's all I hand out is lemon pound cake recipes up in here. That's all I do. Lemon pound cake recipes. Yeah, get them on Liberty Academy. MMA Paradise. Hey, brother. What's your opinion on Say's little season eschatology? Oh, you mean signs of symbols? All signs of symbols are one thing, Judgment Day. That's all they say. 9/11, 2033, right? That's all. Time loop. 64-year time loop. As all that day. What? That's it. There is no eschatology outside that one single message. There is no other message. There's no other message. There's only one message. Proving the one who knows, sat knowledge, satan, right? Satan, the one who knows is the one who works for God. Obviously, he knows everything, doesn't get his memory wiped. Talked to the devil many times, turned down my offer, 485 million cash face to face. What's your offer anyway, MMA? Z, explain the evil twin. My shadow. Me and my shadow and me. All live together as close as can be. I don't know the rest of it. But if I'm in duality, if God is inhabiting a body in duality, and God does it through the five perfect masters, I get woken up, and then other ones get to see God. So if God has decided to, hi, hey, it's me, and you have a message and get inside of you, then a shadow is thrown here, period. And so since the game has a finite number of players always, uh, those the stage is always set with the bodies, since we're in a 64-year time loop, with the bodies that will inhabit, right? Uh, the dark side, the light side. I'm never born. I never die. I'm always here. Uh, the devil can be in so many bodies here. Anybody. I've seen it in different bodies. So I'm in one body. God's in one body. And then eventually can get in other bodies here after I crack it open. Yeah. That's what the pilgrimage is about. Other pilgrimages, all the work I do is just to set you up to have God enter. Hey, I met with God. Yes. Okay, so that's the gate. But in order for that game to play out, the shadow is the one that creates the light. Very, I forget the Jewish shit saying, but it's out of darkness light. So it's an understanding of duality, their characters that they play, and that they do the evil, right? This is exactly you have no idea how. Maybe you'll begin to understand how exactly Z knows everything, but he is exactly explaining the theme of today's show. Exactly perfectly. He's saying no game, no enlightenment, no pushing on you, right? No, if the cops didn't go to Afterman's house, he ain't going viral 4 different times, and now he's worldwide. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
If not
his career slowed way down, and this brought him back out
4 times, he's like,
and
and he played it
exposed
4
them to new
times.
generations of listeners.
Yes,
That's what's carrying him forward.
completely.
Yeah.
Completely. And he's like, I was big in my hometown, and I was big in the US, you know what I mean? I was big in the ghetto. Now, then I was like, I'm worldwide. He's like, what happened? He's like, you all, what are you up to over there? So, but it's a true spiritual understanding of reality that the entire other team uses almost as its one tool, single tool necessary, right? Darkness, and their biggest tool in the whole barrel is, of course, compound interest. That's the biggest tool in the barrel, that time, you know? They got compound interest in time. It's like, you're screwed. They know it. So, Z. Yes. Uh, Cowards, the lot of them, indeed, Gina, Frank and Gina. Reese, take all you can from them. I'll be calling tomorrow to get APT. Lovely to hear. Maybe you could send Michael and I as trust emissaries to Afterman.
We could
Oh,
put the lemon pound cake.
oh my
trust.
God! Yeah, yeah. We have to bring him lemons. He's already got lemon pound cake, dude. We're gonna push you forward. Here's a bag of
He
fucking
can have some
lemons.
trust and aid. Bring him a trust.
Sheriff lemons. Here you go, buddy. Yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, this happens every time. Loop. He's out there not saying one word about God. USA is still fine. We're still together. Freedom's still ringing here. We're still good. I'm not suing them. I'm just going worldwide. I'm only working for the devil, playing my part as usual. Don't worry about it. Actually, nothing's happening. So his thing is go to court. But do you have video footage of your court stuff? No. Why you don't get that? You don't get to do all the things he gets to do. Like, that's not a thing. But that's his response. It's not be Afroman. It isn't that. It's make lemonade, make lemon pound cake out of whatever they're giving it to you. God has given you a stage to be on. Will provide you with your lines and where you're supposed to be. You're supposed to be on this X, then move over to here. God will give you that information if you stand on that stage for God. That's the message out for me. He don't have that. You know what I mean? It's like, hey, it went viral. Everything's cool. Don't worry. Don't revolt. Okay. I like the lemon pound cake out of lemons. The rest of it, ew, I don't know about all that. You know, but at least it's really good comedy. Don't worry, be happy. You know what I'm saying? He did it soothe him. He didn't come back. It's like, just stand out there. You guys just be the asses, and I'll be the straight. The Afroman's the straight man. You know what I mean? The other ones are the idiots. Like, it's incredible what they've done in this situation, but it's a good message for us. Okay, let's go hear what Z has to say. No, it's a reference to the fake rapture as interpreted by the Protestant man. Yeah, no, they there are many fake time loop scenarios. Thank you for bringing yours to the table. If you go right now, if you went onto YouTube and go top 10 time loop movies, almost like all these top 10 lists will come up, and it isn't even the same time loop movies. a few of them on each list, but there are so many time loop movies. It's like, wait a minute, you all. How many? Because they're not creative. They don't come up with any script. They don't come up with a concept. They're just repeating the same old song and song like Afroman. You know, he doesn't come up with a new thing. He comes up with a rhythm. Oh, let's do on Broadway. Then he says, let's make a rap about my situation. He doesn't come up with new music or nothing like that, really, not new tunes. He's able to sample it and do it like that. And he's great at it. He's funny. But yeah, no, there's no new script, and the Protestants are supposed to say this, and the Buddhists supposed to say that, this, that, and the other, big bang, boom. We got temples, monasteries, and all these giant buildings. Well, how the fuck did you get them? You know what I mean? Like, y'all are lying. You haven't mentioned the time loop. You mentioned none of the stuff I say, none of it. So they're all on the other team running the rides here at the carnival. So you can just walk through the ride and see what's up, see if you can glean the truth out of it, what you could do, what's real, what's not real. So yeah, no, good one, Z. Let's hear some more smoke and mirrors. Satan's little season. Yeah. Uh okay. MMA Paradise Expo, that new to the 64-year loop. We'll listen and learn. Any scripture passage you could recommend? Uh yeah, here's a scripture passage I can recommend. You know that thing where Jesus comes into a town and he's like, I'm the truth, you know what I'm saying? And they all put down like all these palm leaves and stuff like that, Good Friday or whatever. Well, I don't know. They're like, hey, thanks for coming in town. Whole town turns out and loves them. So Jesus never lived. History's fake as fuck. You know what I'm saying? You went. Is that my experience? I've told all the truth. This is how you get out of death, out of taxes, how you hack the whole money system, hack the whole spiritual system. Not only does no one care, but I'm completely hidden by like everyone in every town and city and country. And if I go to India, somebody with a machine gun sits by my door. Does it scare you? Like, no, it just notifies me, like Afroman, like I'm on the right track. Thank you. You know what I mean? Like, thanks for letting me know once again, you morons, that everything is, going perfectly with God and you can't do anything. You're sending a guy to scare me. You're not sending a guy with chains or nothing like that. Toss me in the cage. Not going to make fun of me on a big stage. Or, not going to crucify me. Not going to do any of those things because you can't. So, what is a performer left to do if you're going to screw me over? I'm going to step on a stage and make fun of you again. And God's going to say, hey, guess what? Next joke. Hey, and I'm going to screw you over again. That's what's going to happen. Same, all the damn time up here. It's so stupid. The evil. So, the passage. So, yeah, I don't recommend any scripture. Scripture's fake. Those things never happen. It's just you can use scripture. Am I saying Jesus is not real? No, Jesus Christ is real. I met with him. I met with him. I met with God the Father. I met the devil here, but I've never met with any version of God here in a body. No, that never happens because the other team would get to witness God and they haven't earned that right. You only meet with God not here. And the characters that God made up, God backs, Buddha, Krishna, Jesus, Muhammad, they're all, yeah, cool. Gabriel, all those are real. God is the one behind that curtain. God is real. Okay. So no, scripture is just there for the barking dogs. We use it, for the government. No, I'm enslaved to God via Jesus Christ. Oh, okay. Christian country. It's like, yeah, try and kill him anyway. It's like, no, you can't. So the rules here spiritually help us, and I'm using them. So scripture can be useful for that to explain to the evil overlords making us slaves. Sorry, I'm just Christian, blah, blah, blah. So scripture's good for that, but none of that stuff ever happened. So, all right. Good question. The evil twin is not a shadow. There's an actual twinning. Yes, I meet my. It's funny. This is how God's playing the devil, right? Because that character really, because It doesn't get a body, you know what I mean? It gets anybody, but it doesn't get a body. I get a body, and then it, can go out to other ones, but the devil just jumps in like one, then the next. It seems like there's a hierarchy on the other team, but there actually isn't because the top dog can jump in from the top to the bottom. It don't matter. So the hive is they do different jobs, but they're all sort of like communists. You know what I mean? Like they're all same footing, exactly. Do your job, or else we'll get swatted. We're bugs. you know.
SWAT team.
SWAT team. Well, yeah, new bug time. Get a new bug.
That's funny.
You are at the threshold of not having knowledge. I love it.
That's good.
Exactly true. Memory wipe. Not having knowledge
Yeah.
is a memory wipe. So we are on that threshold. Very well said. Thank you, Z. Uh, really begins as a singular essence. Indeed, you return to God, who is singular, and the shadow is only an appearance of a shadow here. It isn't real at all. Completely true. Absolutely true. Uh, Z, yeah, for a break, for a moment. Yep. Obviously, the cops can only do what is allowed and instructed. Yes. And what karma is left on you? Yeah. They only can touch what you have not smoothed into harmony and grace. Yes, they would like to disharmonize. In other words, move the harmony back to their harmonization of the chorus and song, which we're not doing. We're on a new harmony, we're on God's song. And yes, they would love to reharmonize us over there, but it's not happening. And so they can't do all the evil things they want to us. And as we ascend spiritually, less and less they get to do with us, touch us, cage us, all that stuff, kill us, all that. True. Gina, lost Sal's fix. Good. Thank God. Z. Actually, I'm not going to read any more Z stuff. I have Mike. We're past halfway, or we're halfway. How did the pilgrimage go, Mike? What do you want to talk about there? Enough with Z. Because Z's here. Great, we'll get to you.
Well, I don't have anything specific on my mind at the moment here. It was an amazing trip. If you didn't go, I can't describe what you missed. It's really hard to describe. I'll try. You're around other people that are on a different path, but now you've all met and you're on the same path. Like your paths have come together, and we all have a different path to God. But eventually, when you meet these other pilgrims on the way, it becomes the most important interaction in your life, I think. That was my second go at India. So the first time, both trips, I was mentioning this to you. Both trips are kind of like weaving in and out to where I forgot what happened on which one. Like I remember everything. They were just both so great. Like on the first trip, I got to experience samadhi and formless God, and I got to see people walk up to John without saying anything, and they would bow to his feet. And someone did that to me and someone else standing next to John with no speaking, just bowed to our feet to acknowledge the God that they see in us. So that kind of stuff and that kind of attention happens over there a lot. On this second trip, I had 3 people come to me and ask for me to baptize them. So that was wild. I had so much anxiety about it because most of it was like the comedic value of it, because who I used to be, like if I was like 15-year-old Michael, no way I'm baptizing anybody, I'm like learning so many lessons, and now I'm 40 and I've kind of like rushed through all kinds of bad mistakes.
Good.
Yeah, I know it's good now. Growing up, I never focused on one thing. I've had like 50 jobs. I've had like 60 cars. I've had all different types of things that I've been focused on, and now I'm finding myself doing real work. And baptizing 3 people was really energizing for me. It felt really good. I was joking with some of them. I said, I don't want you to be like looking at the newspaper one day and I'm in there because I couldn't keep it together. Like I baptized you, I brought you to where I'm at spiritually, and I'm going to maintain it and stay ahead and man my post and listen to what John has to say whenever I come to him with my problems. They're not big problems. It's just mostly it's stuff I know that I already have to deal with. I guess I just hear it from him when I ask questions, and it helps me process what I think's already going to happen. I've got that sense to some stuff. Like there's stuff going on right now, like where my wife's going to be moving to Colorado, so to follow the grandson and the family, and I'm going to go out there too. So I'm processing that. But all of that stuff happened like right when I got back from India. My wife's like, "Hey," because I have 5 dogs, and she's like, "You should get rid of a couple dogs and in March, not this year, but March of next year. I want you to move with us to Colorado." So all that happened right when I got back from India, and I was also missing in action for like 4 or 5 days. I was trying to readjust my sleep because it's a 20-hour flight to get over there, and the time changed. So I was like sleeping on the floor of the bus in the middle of the day, and I eventually adjusted. And then I did a little bit of work for somebody, and I'm back here with Reese, and Reese and I are working on John's place. And Reese also went to the pilgrimage, and I guess he can share when he comes on if he wants to come on. But I know from talking with him and everyone that was there on the trip, we knew that we were experiencing something we didn't want to end, and so we just enjoyed every bit of it. We were all in the moment. We all felt really happy with the people around us and the reasons we were there, and the whole thing was just magical. So if there is another one, I will go. And if there is another one, like whoever doesn't go on the next one is really silly. We should have had more people. We started off with our India 2026 WhatsApp group chat. I think it was like 15 people we had in there. I could be wrong, but it was quite a bit of people, and then it just turned into 7. But that it was like a powerful 7. 3 of us had been already, and we went again. George, Pauletta, and I went again to make the trip a little easier for 4 new people that went. And the 4 new pilgrims are amazing. So this work attracts. It takes a while, but this work attracts the best people that are out there, like real humans, real heart-to-heart interactions. So as far as memories that stand out, I recorded a lot of video that I'm going to post on my Life in a Body YouTube channel, and some pictures too. We went and saw. So we went to Samadhi, Lower Meherabad, where the table house is, and we went to the trust office. And is the trust office in Meherabad near the house?
It's in Ahmednagar.
Okay.
On the other side of Ahmednagar, and then you go to Marazad through Ahmednagar.
Okay. So we went to Mayor Baba's house. I asked them if there was a picture of Jesus Christ on the wall, and they straight up said no. And I just like walked in and looked on the wall, and there was like 2 of them. So there was a lot of funny coinkydinks. Right when we were trying to leave, there was all this like war stuff happening. I don't even know what it is. I just know that every glimpse of a TV I got in the airport, stuff was just exploding. But we all made it home. A couple people had to book multiple flights to get home and cancel stuff. So in closing, because there's so much I could say about it, but anyone can message me if they want in Heartbeat, if you're in there. But in closing, the May gathering is going to be coming up. So I don't know what the criteria is. I guess have the trust. I don't know.
Yeah.
But I would like to see more new people after baptizing 3 and being a part of that and performing for God. it's easier now to want to baptize more people, and it's easier to connect with how important it is to save a soul or to be a part of it. Like looking into the eyes of the people getting baptized, I had tunnel vision, and like I don't cry often, and I didn't cry, but it was like everything but crying. Like it was just so surreal and everything, and the depth and the eyes, during the baptism, and with people you care about, people you trust that are doing this work.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Uh, I
But try
I
to come to the May gathering if you meet the criteria or whatever. You have to have a trust, I would imagine. We
yeah,
have to know you.
May 3rd through the 11th in Nokomis. But basically, I'm not going to tell anyone online, like in this thing, what we're going to do or nothing like that. Those people will know. And if you're coming, like Michael says, just hit us up on a WhatsApp, not WhatsApp, sorry, in the classroom. My bad. And there's a spiritual gathering topic in there. It's free to be in there. You're a student with Liberty Aid Academy, so you have to sort of have the trust to get in there to be getting invited and stuff like that to what's going on. Because you know, thank you Z for showing up and stuff, but we get that every other day of the year. You know what I'm saying? Like we don't need Z coming. Nothing personal. You do have a lot to do with the world, and you do teach a lot to people. The shadow definitely knows. Only the shadow knows. It's a fact. It's a fact. But there needs to be a time when that isn't happening, where we can sit with each other and share. Of course, all the agents will come by when we're there and stuff like that. That's going to happen anyway. So let's just do it like that, because it's not like, let's just say, like, I think it was maybe the first time I met with Michael physically face to face. It might not have been, but it was very early in it when Dawn showed up and I had to tell her to basically F off right in front of him. He's like, "Who is this guy?" I thought he was maybe nice or something. But I had dealt with Dawn so many times. She's stinking alcohol again. You know what I mean? She's just a horror on the other team trying to waste my time. It just shows up, whenever, wherever.
She's a character that you can witness the script hitting a wall and stopping, and it doesn't take much for her script to end in front of you and glitch out.
Yeah.
That's the best way to describe it.
Which is fine and nice that she showed up to do
Yeah.
that and show Michael, okay, this is real and stuff like that. But to me, it's like, I mean, could I have had a minute? You know what I'm saying? Like, crazy. And I hadn't seen her in like at least 5 years, at least, if not 10. So maybe longer. Oh, I don't. Like, talk about a shadow. It's like instantaneous. It really is. Uh, Also, what you're saying about baptizing, I think there's a lot of spiritual truth in what Michael just said if you're able to hear it. Once you get to a certain spiritual spot, it's very meaningful and you can't backslide. Once you're like in the position of responsibility, you're like, oh, I gotta baptize. Oh my God, that means I can't backslide. They're only taking me here, which means I gotta stay here. Oh crap. In fact, the footing isn't that easy. I have to move forward at some point. You know what I mean? Like I can't move backwards. And the footing is a little, it's fucking, I have a little more foundation or something, like you're gonna have to move from your spot eventually, but not backwards is the point. And what you do in the future, right? Is like, oh, I hope it doesn't screw up in the future. Hope I didn't get it in the paper, but you probably, you know what I mean? They're always trying to put us down or whatever. But the feeling that you want to increase your abilities spiritually and not let the people down in that way is actually, he's speaking about what I call your compass, like your inner compass, like you're directed, work for God. There's no getting away from that compass. You can't, even if you wanted to. It's simply he's explaining what internally happens to you when you, for real, baptize someone by washing their feet, by kneeling the actual real way. there's a spiritual response due to the decisions and actions on both sides.
Yeah. Yeah, it was actually easier for me to bow to them and wash their feet, and then when they bowed to me, I was like, "Ah, stop
Totally.
it!"
Oh, it's like, oh wait, that's not cool. I thought that was gonna be cool. It's like,
Yeah.
no, it's the opposite. It is so not what you want to have happen. It's me too. It's not that isn't like, so you're like, oh, Mayor Baba used to do that to all these people. It's like, yeah, I go to the drum circle. No one comes formally to me and bows, but somebody drops something, somebody, you can watch it.
The first time I entered the drum circle with you, and I was dancing 3 years ago or so, there was a woman that during a dancing move threw herself to my feet, like she was groveling at my feet, but turned it into a dance, and then got up and moved away a little bit. But it was such a obvious moment for me, because as soon as I got there and gave him a hug, and then was also hanging out with them in the circle, they were just all watching me. So even when they do it in a dance, it feels weird.
Yeah. Yes. They're teaching us and trying to prepare us. It's not easy that we're so known.
And I can't be here if I take my past with me either. Like they can't go together. Only to like dipping down the spiritual planes, like to help people, like you talk about. But as far as not actually doing the work, you won't have the experiences. They can't be given to us if we don't go through the desires or learn the lessons. It's impossible. It's not legal.
It isn't. You have to have the experiences. That's why, hey, we're in a short time period. You gotta like do it. And so them pushing us, we wouldn't do it. We wouldn't do it. You'd be like, God, hey, that's enough in one lifetime, y'all. Like, if you had steady money and live where you want and everything's pretty cool, hey, all right, if you had that going on, which like is impossible, uh, you wouldn't move forward spiritually. So what I was speaking about is shadow pushing us. It's the only way we can do it. So that's what I'm saying. The Afro Man thing is actually, if you need to internalize this "don't worry, be happy" thing, is incredibly difficult to witness spiritually. To be like, oh, thanks for destroying everything again, and God will tell me what to do. And God's like, well, you're here anyway. I'm just giving you something to do. It's like, could you give me something like just this whole easy log? Could be 7 years. Remember that whole 7 years of easy time period? God's like, no, I don't remember that. Like, yeah, no. We could do one. No, I don't remember that. Because it doesn't move you forward spiritually.
I'd rather get roasted by God and then have a nice good time and then get roasted instead of having like straight years of roasting. Because I was just telling you that even just the weather, when the weather's nice and you're feeling good, just those small moments make the time loop actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
And then you snap out of those moments, and then you've got either obligations or your body hurts or something takes you back.
We do. And so we have the eternal now, as Mayor Mama talks
Yeah.
about. So you're trying to keep this happiness in the now. And they're like, look at Mr. Happy over there, Mrs. Happy over there. It's like, man, you ain't going nowhere. All turn off your happy thing. We gotta be working a carnival 24/7 up here. What are you your happy thing?
They actually won't let you smile in mugshots. I've tried before. And they say you can't smile. And I'm like, no, I'm gonna smile. Like, don't make this difficult. I'm like, what? It's a picture. I don't want to be all depressed just because it's a mugshot.
That's so funny. I lived with this drummer was for a while right after I was homeless. Michael, his name is Michael too, and his thing was he's very charismatic. I'm serious, and he got in the DMV and got in good with them as he's going through his stuff and made jokes with them and everything, and got a super funny, laughy, smiley face on his driver's license. So he's like, he gives it to the cops, and every cop is like, oh man, like they laugh. It's his power move, actually, because he's like a weed dealer. And so he would have this, he'd have this way of disarming the cops Like giving him this. I watched it happen a bunch of times. Like he'd be like, and just regular people, like, oh, you got to get in the door or whatever. He's like, you never see a driver's license like that. He's totally bugging for the camera, and he got it, because he's totally on their team, and that's his thing, to have that power on the blasting.
That reminds me of Mr. Bean. He had a really weird ID, and then he was like, "Oh, that's right," and then he makes his face match the ID.
It was like that. So he would have this comedy moment, and he'd get it in a totally happy, nice, pleasant way, and be like, "Oh, thanks, man. Okay, see ya." And he's got dreads and stuff. It's like you pulled over the right guy, but then he's like, "Whoop, McLovin," it's like, boom. No, it's funny. That's funny. I appreciate you sharing that.
Yeah, hopefully something of meaning came out.
All of it was very meaningful.
Good.
It's straight from the heart, man. It's not meant to be an easy game, so it's not meant to be like you could try and help and explain it to the other people on the path, but it's ultimately you experience God. It's like, no, I saved it on him. I got a video of it. It's like, well, God's over. Is God isn't here? You can't whip up your camera and be like, no, I was in the ether and I wasn't here. It's like, wait, what? So you're crazy? You're in a cult? You're what? What did you just say? It's like, yeah, no. There's
Cultivating God.
Yeah. Yeah. I got thrown in the cultivator. Blah, blah, blah.
Yeah. Coming back is not easy because there's just something real dreamy about the whole pilgrimage. Even though I remember everything about it, it was just like dreamy.
Yeah,
and I knew it would be over in a flash. So every day I stayed up late and I got up early, and we might have rested like one day because we needed it, but every other day it was like full throttle.
Dude, you do have a good you are, I don't know how to say this properly, but hanging out with you over there, it's like you've lived there your whole life in a certain way. I'm just saying, the dogs know you. Like it's actually kind of funny the way they treat. Like it's like, oh, it's him again or something. It's just,
yes.
I'm just saying, like it's totally your spot, which is great. And they treat you that way.
When we were at the trust office, they were talking to Reese and I about working at the trust office, going back over there and chiseling on stones or something. But this is the work I'm doing here is more important. But in the future, we have an invite to hang out there with them.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
that would be very fruitful.
I was watching the construction methods over there.
Yes, they're super interesting.
It's great. Yeah, it is great.
My God.
Nothing like here. And they asked me what my opinion was because I told them that I did contracting and I was interested in just watching their work. And I just, in simple words, just said it looks great because it did. I didn't have a bunch of like opinions because I don't build that way.
No, it's fascinating. It really is. When I went the first time in like 99, 2000, right at Y2K, it couldn't even, I saw like one backhoe in the country. I went to different cities and there was so much road work being done. And it was almost all by hand and almost all by women. I was like, God dang, look at how strong those women are carrying rocks on their head. First time I went, I was like,
oh. I saw a lot of them on these high-rise concrete buildings where they have like the slabs and the pillars and the rebar, and the women were moving piles of red brick to the edges of the building because they fill in the outside openings once they do the rebar and have the beams in place. They fill in the walls with the red brick. I saw that too.
It is fascinating the way they build over there. I sat and watched. I just stood there on the street and watched them do it because I used to be a general contract guy. I understand the fascination completely because you're like bowled over when you see the building anything. You're like, the amount of physical labor being put into it and the care and stuff. You're like, what the heck? You know what I mean? The materials aren't, everything's in its more rudimentary form, sand, cement, like They don't have as many super finished products over there in a
Seems to
way.
do good with their warm climate too.
Oh yeah, it's incredible.
Shades them from the sun.
Maybe I'll catch up here for a minute on what anybody said here. Okay. Z, Charles Ryrie and the Schofield Dispensationist. Nice. I remember you, Z, telling me one time you've read 5,000 books on the topic of God. I can't be done in one lifetime, so thank you for telling me that and had me puzzle that out, and I understood it. So thank you for that. And your scholarly nature is unmatched, I want to say. Police are evaluating what you have not tended. Yes.
Is that like squatters also evaluating stuff you leave behind? What does that mean?
Police are constantly evaluating what chinks in the armor exist and banning those holes if possible, or at least watching them very carefully, and then also noting what hasn't happened yet, what powers I haven't unlocked yet, and that will give them notification of what's to do next. Like, oh, if I push this domino, they know what domino is next. But I'm not saying I know, I'm saying they know. You see what I'm saying? So that's what is needed there. And he was saying they take orders. They don't police. They don't figure out anything. They do what they're told. So you see what I'm saying? They watch and tell us if this happens. And they're like, hey, this happened. That's them. They're watching. That's it. Go in. Go in. Like they just only follow orders. So these are the points that he's making.
There's no thoughts outside of the directive.
These are the Z is handling the exact topic of Afroman. What we're talking about, every detail. He's explaining it to you. Okay, so that's cops' freedom. Go USA apes. US apes. I'm telling you, I gotta hand it to Z. I mean, his humor is, pretty close to God's. He gets it. It can laugh about it. And to say his little Caesar false Protestantism. Yeah. Z is stream of consciousness, gibberish, half truth. True, Christopher well says, stream of consciousness. In other words, they have one consciousness, it comes out. Yes. And the stream is half truth that has to be decoded. I can instantly do it. But it is fully truth, but it has to be veiled. It can't be said directly, or it breaks the rule of the game of silence. Why would he? Then you wouldn't win the game. You have to play the full game. You get to play half a game. You have to see. I can decode his stuff easily, and you can't. And he's actually speaking the truth in a veiled way. And so, yes, exactly what you said, Christopher. Thank you. I'm going next time. You're going good. You're going to India. I am the best. Number 3. That's funny. George. 7 is the first time. 7 people went the first time on pilgrimage to India. 7 people went on the next time on pilgrimage to India. Thank you. That's true. What are the odds? 100%, right? 7 is 7. Go to the 7 play. This stuff is so exactly figured out. It never changes. It's incredible. It's incredible.
Yes.
Alan, maybe they can't see the picture. Maybe they can't see the picture, like the whole picture.
Oh, like each part of the hive could be compartmentalized or something, like partial scripts. That plays into the game, so it's smooth.
But they have a collective mind, so see, that doesn't happen. Actually, That's impossible. In fact, it's the exact. I'm not saying that's what you meant, Alan, but no, Because when you go get your trust notarized, stuff happens
Yeah, it does.
immediately to you. It's like, wait a second, I was over. What? How do you? What? Wait, what? What the? No, it's a high bind. There's no. They have independent duties, correct, and they're not supposed to do other things and other, characters bailiwick because those characters know what they're supposed to do. Don't need your help if you're not if you're not on stage at that time. Don't be on stage. Now, they all have a role to play. They know what it is, so they don't mess up getting involved. So they have to know when they're on stage and when they're not. So they do know.
Yeah, yeah.
They do know, you see. They know it's not their turn or whatever, but they do know. Jay Cool, yeah. I would like to meet some wonderful people on this similar path in person. I'll check their community for details. Great. Uh, Happy to hear it. Z, Afroman is just a comedy. Of course, it's a comedy. It's a great comedy. We need some comedy up here. Don't worry, be happy. Thank you. That's exactly my point. Thank you, Z. Bottom line, no reason to be annoyed with police or judges. Inspect yourself. Yes. Yeah, because you're not going to change them. They are what they are, but there's a reason to use them in a foil as a foil in your stage time. Just like there's a reason for me to use Z as a foil in my stage time. You see what I'm saying? As foil, I mean someone else on stage as a counterpoint to what I'm saying, as a help, as a value to you, the listener, and making it more useful. The time with me, the time here, Z makes that more useful and helpful, so you can see the entire game, not just my role in it. So yeah. Sodi, my experience at the pilgrimage was a peace I've never felt before. Wonderful of that. Yes. The love, the joy, and kindness I felt from everyone was like never felt before. How wonderful. It was the first time I met the other pilgrims, but felt like I've known them forever because, yeah, I'll never be the same. Thank you, John, and everyone else who came. You're forever a part of me. How wonderful, Sodi. And I would like that to happen at the gathering too. You people that did this difficult work, come and I was thinking Shannon had a great idea, and that is, and it hit me as she was like, people should tell their story. I'm like, yeah. It used to who had different meetings for different reasons or whatever, and you have a talking stick. And you just hand it to the next person, and no one says anything until they pass the stick. So you can speak. Only the person with a stick can speak. The other people can't speak. They can only listen. So I think there needs to be a time where we hold the space for each other to speak the way this space was just held for Michael. I've been seeing people come on here, be able to share, and that actually moves them forward spiritually. You pilgrims on the path are at different levels of moving forward spiritually, but you are moving forward and you're far. So, being in each other's presence and be able to share that, it does something that sort of God made something in the game where that helps, and unlocks a lot in the individuals in the group, like Sony is explaining. So that's why I'm gonna hold the space for the gathering, and I'm sure you'll come and hold the space too.
It'll help people that are on this path feel normal
Yeah.
because it's isolating in your day-to-day life, and you come together with all of these people, and it's really organic. You feel like you've known them forever, and you just met them. You can just feel it, see it in their eyes, and that's another part of when it's all over is going back to a certain percentage or a certain feeling of isolation, at least. Yeah, I don't know. Like I'm happy and lonely all the time.
Yes.
I'm having a great bad time.
Yes. It's true. It's true. Because once you meet with God, the only thing you want to do is meet with God. You know what I'm saying? Like the rest of it sucks. Up in here, by comparison, you're like, oh wait, so I'm not me with God the whole rest of the time. No. Ah.
But I do feel blessed. I have moments where I complain, and then it doesn't last long. I'm happy all the time for the most part, besides those little moments. And then I love the life God let me create, or God created for me, and I'm happy.
That's good. We all are given massive difficulties. Give up this, change that, move here, do that. It's all. It never really ends. It doesn't. It
No.
doesn't. It doesn't. And we want it to. We're like, can I get? Hey, is there an air breathing station where you just sit in one place so you're good for a minute? It's like, no, that's not. You keep moving.
Yeah, like a pergola up the hill somewhere to the side
Yeah,
of the
no,
path.
no. What? Who said there was that? No. Is there? Where's the overlook? Where's the bench on the overlook? It's like, oh, you met with God. It's like, yeah, that was a okay, but is there another overlook? Maybe we'll see. It's like, ah, that's great to hear. That was your experience, Sony. Fantastic. I'm so happy to hear that. Z, very accurate, Mike. Highly compartmentalized. Indeed. Compartmentalized as duties, but knowledge must be, you know, across the board, or else someone will step on stage at the wrong time. You see
Right.
what I'm saying?
Everyone gets their cues.
Yeah, when we went to Indy the first time, we watched like the play on stage. You know what I mean? And everybody had to be on stage, and then eventually Al Grasso comes on stage as a perfect master and just cackles and makes fun of me. You know what I mean? Like only the right person is supposed to be on stage at the right time. That's the compartmentalization of the play. George, the second time was different because I have changed since the first pilgrimage. I bet, George.
Yes.
I bet you can't be much sweeter though, because you're a really sweet guy.
George
But
is a legend.
he is, and he's so nice. I mean, and he's. This is not his, only area of knowledge. You know what I mean? God dang, this is the people that come to this. Are some of them are so hyper intelligent. Like, oh, I think I'm smart. It's like, yay.
Yeah, George
Really,
joins me down at my level, but he's sharper than the sharpest tack,
it's incredible.
and he's organized like crazy.
Yeah, yeah. And that's the cool thing. We're each on the path as pilgrims playing a character, totally different ones. And we have a lot to share with each other, habits, knowledge, because our knowledge from the past has turned into habits and how we live our life. You see what I'm saying? How we're going to continue. Like I learned it up to here. This is what I'm doing. That's what I'm not doing. So how we've decided to weave our current position based on the knowledge, you know, we have a lot to share with each other. I mean, like Dee Dee is like, what? Like I want to hear each people's story and why they got to what they did. Some of it so I don't have to have that crazy, horrible experience that you had. I hear the rest of it. I see your work. What else do you have? You know what I mean? We can share with each other because we trust each other. We trust God so we can trust each other, to be honest with each other, that's like the exact opposite of what the other team, what we get all day. So that's what the gathering will be about. Thank you for that.
And home cooked food. Reese is also a chef. He
Ah,
cooks too.
Incredible.
And we would love to at least cook some of the days for everybody.
So incredible. So wonderful.
And music. If you guys play music and you come, there's a drum set that we have access to, and a couple guitars, keyboard.
We have musicians.
And
yes.
there's other musicians coming. So
Thank
maybe
you.
we could do that. That would be fun.
Yeah, and get in the classroom and get connected with people. Be like, oh, I'm into cooking, or I'm into playing music, or whatever. Go to the beach, or whatever the things are, or multiple things. Make it fun.
Yeah, everything is open. Like people helped me in the kitchen. It was much needed. So
Yeah.
if you haven't done anything in the kitchen, still come in the kitchen. Or
Yeah.
join us for everything we're doing.
Alan, Picture of Jesus Christ in Mayor Mama's bedroom just because Mike said there isn't any picture. Agreed. I've seen it there too.
Well,
Yeah.
I said my friend said that he's seen it, and that's why I came to Meherazad, and they're like, "Oh yeah, there's no picture like that in there."
No.
Immediately there, and all of the different things I saw, like all the tours we did, I had my phone in a case with a clip hanging on my necklace and my collar, and I recorded probably 20 hours from India. Maybe not that much, 15, but a lot of videos. So
When you were standing next to the blue bus, how small was that thing?
small, it's about the size of the one I have,
Is it
the blue one. Yeah, yeah,
the blue bus?
yeah.
Okay.
Because it's missing the hood, and the front part of the chassis is kind of cut off, and it's mounted on bricks now.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's a little bit smaller than the short bus that I'm in. It's like it's shorter and it's kind of rounded off.
Yeah, and it's not as tall as
No,
uh
I would say that it's like 12 or 14 feet, the box on the back.
and it's physically doesn't have the height stature of yours, I would say, too. Even if it had wheels and everything like
No,
that, the
no.
box.
The one I'm
portion.
living in is at like just over 9 foot
Yeah,
tall.
yeah. There, if you read the stories about Mayor Baba and his bus travels, is something there were 30 some people inside that, and all of their luggage on top that they could put up top, some was still inside. They were tiny people, if that happened. I mean, like 4 feet tall or something, or 3 feet tall. Or
Yeah,
something.
it wasn't a big bus.
No, how 30 some people get it? It's like you stand next to the thing, you're like, wait, you guys' story is sort of.
This one's 22 feet bumper to bumper and 16 foot from the driver's seat to the back door. And if it had all the seats in it, it's probably like a 12 passenger bus or something.
Yeah.
15 at the most, I would say. So 30 people in that space.
And all their luggage and long term months of travel.
Yeah.
Wait a second. What? It doesn't. Go stand in front of it. How you like when you go in there? There's some of the space is taken up, and there you can actually go in. And only a couple people could be in there maximum at the same time. It's crazy.
That story kind of plays in with the time loop not needing to be necessary for God to step into a body, because that would be really annoying to just come into a body and sit on a bus like that with 30 people and have it break down all the time, when you could just start the time loop after that happened. And after your car accident and your hips breaking.
It's true. And after you meet with God, it's about fairness. It's about there can't be anything outside of a lifetime, time wise. There can't be, because that would mean there could be another lifetime that could be lived. But there could only be one lifetime that can be lived, only mine. Only from age 8 till end of loop. Has to be a shepherd here in a body, even if that shepherd isn't awake, because the other 5 perfect masters take up the shepherding until the awakening point. So there has to be one age because there's one shepherd. Thank God made me the shepherd now. I wasn't in on that. I'm just letting you know. I wasn't in on making the game at all. I was not in on it. This is God's whole deal. So
Yeah, if you answer the phone for customer support, you would just put everyone on hold. It's not you. Please hold for God.
That's true. Is the only when Ash Lode steps in knowing all, it isn't exactly a hive in the way that each unit does not know all the time. No, true. They just need to know what they need to do and what they need to not do. Obviously, there's no intelligence there that they have all the information. They only need to know what they need to know. That, in a way, sort of we experience, right? We receive not all the thoughts of everything at one time when we'd be overloaded, but we receive thoughts in a stream, like one thought, then the next thought, like that, right? They receive information like that. Go here, do that. That's true. That's true. Thank you for pointing that out, Z. Uh, you're like helping, hone down what the consciousness is like for them, which more knowledge, more power. Thank you. It's I'm a cooperative foil. Indeed, indeed. A cooperative is a co-op. I mean, you're good with words, sir. Grace, new here. How do I contact you guys for personal inquiries? Uh, become a student at Liberty 8 Academy, get in a heartbeat, and do that. Or you could get in touch with me. I just don't answer emails for the church. I just don't even bother watching them or nothing. You could see what's up here, or you could contact us at contact@liberty8academy.org. And you can email us there.
Someone in the community might help them in the comments if they threw a comment out there too. But that's the long road. I'm saying if they had a question, they could throw it in the comments.
You
on
could
the
make
video
a
or
comment
something.
on a video in here, and you hear back from me probably or someone else for sure. Yeah. So, but kind of like Michael was saying, is why get involved with people that don't sign a trust and don't know what's something that don't make no sense? It's just a waste of time. It's not your time loop. You're gonna reincarnate, get your memory wiped. You're a shrub. You're a nothing. So be proactive like that. Get engaged. There's only 7 years plus left, unless you're very proactive and get the truth and move forward. You're just gonna get your memory wiped and play your character again. No big deal. Reese, at Marizon, I think I counted at least 7 pictures or little art pieces about Jesus Christ throughout the house. Indeed. Indeed. My favorite one was the one next to Mayor Baba's bed in his bedroom, where there's a shipwreck in the background and like a storm, and there's some sailor holding on to a piece of wood crying out for Jesus Christ, and Jesus is like hovering above him, like reaching down to his hand. That's a situation. That's it. That's all there is. There is nothing else going on. And Z and that ilk, they make the shipwreck. And they make us cry out to God, and then God's like, okay. So both parts are necessary. The shadow has to play the role, and then that makes you cry out for God.
I was just picturing every time we get a little bit more truth, our piece of driftwood gets bigger. We get a little bit more comfortable.
We're smaller.
Yeah, we're smaller.
And we get more comfortable even though smaller. It's like, no, I got God. You're in trouble.
Yeah.
I have a piece of wood and God. You're so screwed. Right? I'm a writer. I have a pencil, and that's it. A piece of wood. George, always into the hamster wheel. We go in the dough. That's so true. Grace, the experience, yes. The experience that you have, I have to get right, or yes, you don't have an experience, you get a memory wipe. Even if you had experience, you don't have it. George, there are 2 pictures of Jesus Christ next to Mary Mama's bed. The second, smaller one, is in a small alcove a bit further away from the bed, but within 3 feet. Lovely. That is so nice to hear. The bus is small. When visiting there would only be 3 people in the bus at the same time. That's what I'm saying. And just mostly 2 adults. That's what I'm saying. 30 plus. You're standing there like bent over in this thing, me. I'm like, oh hey, how you doing? How the fuck, you know what I mean? Like there's a bed in there, that was Mayor Bob was like, okay, one person can lie down in the center of it. So what it's like you have to see through the script. You have to. The script is meant to be seen through. Go through it. Go to it. You'll see its verisimilitude. It's fake. It didn't happen.
Everybody had to fast on the bus.
I mean, the whole time until you're short.
Yeah.
You can't even be, so I think you're thin enough. You got to be short too. Half heights. Everybody fast till you're half as tall.
Yeah.
Wait a second. I don't think fasting works that way. It's incredible. It's incredible. Uh, Grace, not wanting to reincarnate. Okay, well, the truth sets you free. Liberty Aid Academy has over 100 testimonials of proof. Jesus Christ Trust, this channel has quite a few now too. Z, Revelation 3:20, behold, I stand at the door and knock. Whoever lets me in, I shall come in and dine with them. Yes. Which one is knocking? That's the important thing to know. And that's what I've been stressing lately. You have to know who's what character in the game and treat them appropriately. Once you do that, you don't reincarnate. That's how you win. He is on it as always. I'm telling you, the devil is helping you get there. Now every Sunday live. How are there this few people here? Incredible.
Yeah, there's 18 people and only 8 likes.
Christ, let me in. No, you are knocking. You are in. You're in the dome. You're staying. You'll be here. Go perform your role. I say you're doing it very well. Notation to God. He's doing the work as planned to the best of his abilities. Christ will let me in. Good. Okay. Good long show. Heard about the pilgrimage. Got your feedback. Thank you for that, Sodi, George, the others. I thank you for the support. You people that do that. It's funny they make me play this game on bended knee to you and to God. They do. I beg for money. It's the only way I get it. It's the only way I can live. And I am in service of you and God. It makes you humble over time. If you in the gladiator that beats them and wins, you are a bended knee because you don't win. God wins for you. God, you are screwed. God wins for you. You do your best and God helps. That's the way it is here. Okay, and be happy about it. Okay, they win if you're not happy. Yeah, they're gonna piss you off. They're gonna push you. Hey, don't be unhappy for long. Be like opportunity, right? Necessity is the mother of invention. Thank you, Z/necessity. And so, I'll be inventing a new whatever, and God will tell me what that invention is. Same with you. Okay? Oh, Z, I missed the joke. I'm sorry. Yes, I got the joke. I'm Christ. Like, I got the joke, man. Come on. I got the joke, sir. Grace, could not understand experiences coming from lots of indoctrination, lots of fear. Yeah, fell off path, had dream of memory white, but never let go, never let go of experience, but trying to navigate on my own. Says experience is real. It's not fake. You had the experience, so we can trust that. And then so you have to find other people you can trust and trust their experience exactly. Who's signed up with God, who's done testimonials of Liberty Aid Academy, who's helped people for years, who spoke only the truth, so on and so on and so on. That's how you know. That's why the gathering is so important. There's so few people you can trust.
Like, I believe it when I see it. That stuff happens. You'll see it, and then you'll believe it. Well, you'll just know.
Thank you. Indeed. George, Grace, leave a comment on a video. I'll respond on info to get the trust or where you get the spiritual info. George, thank you very much. All right, everyone, go with God out there. Thank you for the support. I am trying to keep the window open. So you keep knocking out there, and I am trying to open the door by having Liberty Aid Academy open, helpful, and this. This is the only door and path to the truth. There's not going to be another one. They're not allowed to make one happen.
You actually are a locksmith because you got the thing open.
Hold the dough. Hodor.
Yeah.
I'm Hodor. They're just stabbing me with that. I got it. Another spear out the chest. I got it.
Like
Thanks.
the Wizard of Oz at the gate. Well, I gotta trust and I sign it. Why didn't you say so? Letting people in.
So funny. But no, that is what it's like. So thank you, Z, for pointing out reality. I got your joke. Everyone got your jokes. We just we didn't miss one of your jokes. They were all good and they were all appropriate. Okay. Until next week, I thank you. Please, you know, it's funny. God, I hate to go into this, but I might have to come off of paid advertising. I'm not gonna. I'm not. No, I'm not gonna give that information. Right. So anyway, thanks for the support. Let's see how it goes this time. I'm not gonna tell what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna telegraph my punch this time. All right. Hey, Tammy, thank you. Listen. I just want to say one time before we leave, can we all pray for Tammy? I swear, this woman and her family. She keeps the show running. Honestly, she does. So join me in praying for Tammy and her loved ones that God helps her make her work easy for Liberty Academy for Jesus Christ Trust. She does all the work here. Come on, help her to get the message out. Please pray with me. God help her. Name Jesus Christ, the Son, the Father, Mayor Baba, and the Holy Spirit, the Angel Gabriel. Please. Just because I'm sweet and being nice, praying, don't mean I really, don't really want to. I need this to happen. I'm praying because I need you to help Tammy. I need it, God. So thank you everyone for praying for Tammy, and everyone in here also pray for each other. I pray that God helps you on your path and brings you home. That's all. I'm just here to help bring you to God. Get you paid in the meantime. Okay. Rita, we will pray. Thank you, Alan. Your Mama, Jesus Christ, Angel Gabriel, God bless Tammy. Thank you. Narrow gate, be a better doorstop. I thank you, Z. That's my job as a doorstop. Thank you. And I'm doing my best. I thank you for your assistance with that and everyone's. I do. I am doing my best. I tell God constantly to make me better. Thank you. Get more light in here before the buzzer rings. Thank you. I will see. Thank you for your help and everyone else. Martin, praying for Tammy and everyone here at J Bob. Thank you, Martin. You too. Okay, everyone. See you next week. God bless you all.